Okay, explain that to me.
So it's massive election interference. They said they knew it was the whole thing with Russia because they knew by that time that the dossier, the famous dossier, was garbage. It was made up by Hillary Clinton and the Democrats and the DNC. The Democrats made it up. It was all made up. They took this thing and they sent it around to everything, and it was totally made up, and now everybody agrees to that. Somebody should have been prosecuted for that. And you know what? It should be this group that does, because now they have all of the information. Go a step further. They spied on my campaign. Do you remember I said a long time ago, you know, I hear that they spied on my campaign. And at that time, because truth is incredible, but at that time I was using Twitter. Now I use Truth, although they want me back on Twitter desperately.
Are you going to go back?
Well, we'll talk about that at some point, but I love Truth. I think Truth is incredible. It's up, I think, 389%. It's the hottest thing there is.
By the way, Elon Musk revalued Twitter at only 20 million.
Well, it was not...
20 billion, I'm sorry. No.
But he did a big favor by letting people know how corrupt our government is, because that's essentially what it is. But think of it. So they go in, and they are interfering. The FBI is interfering with an election. And I'd be willing to bet that the people that work in the FBI, the agents, you know, the various, I would bet I'd have 90% of that vote, too. But the top people, when you look at Comey, he was just terrible. Did you ever see the inspector? And I had to fire him. And by the way, I fired him very early. You know, you're not, a lot of people say you can't really go so quickly. You got to go through a process.
You happy with Chris Wray?
But just so you understand, I put Chris Wray in because I wanted to have somebody in there that everybody, including the other side, really wanted. It may not have been the right move. Let's see. Time will tell, okay? But I wanted to have somebody in the FBI because I'm an honorable guy. I'm an honest guy. I may have made a mistake, but I put somebody in that the other side, everybody agreed to. You know who recommended him to me? Chris Christie. Okay, he recommended him. And that's okay. I don't mind that. I've taken Chris Christie's recommendations before. And other people wanted Christopher Wray. And people from the other side wanted Christopher Wray.
But now Jim Jordan is investigating, though, if the FBI is politicized.